It's so fascinating that she had her sights set on Harry.
NBC Studios contacted me and asked if I was available to provide the security, and we had some paparazzi outside the house.
She would have things where she didn't like it and tell him that make his life very difficult.
So we have to work with the clients to make sure it's a nice balance between what they need and their lifestyle.
And 2 days after they had a meeting, they were off there to look at the stars.
So if you're coming to work every day and everything else, and we turn around to you and say, you've got to do this, you've got to do that.
What if we told you Meghan Markle's royal fairy tale had a dark, demanding and shockingly high-maintenance twist? That behind the polished interviews and inspirational speeches lies a side of Meghan few dared to reveal, until now. Buckle up, because her former bodyguard just blew the lid off the carefully curated image. We're diving deep into the cryptic world of private protection, covert threats, and a list of demands so outrageous, even Hollywood stars would gasp.
So if you're coming to work every day and everything else, and we turn around to you and say, you've got to do this, you've got to do that.
From coded movements and staged grocery runs to a secret list of forbidden words, this isn't your typical royal drama. And wait till you hear about the bizarre hotel protocols and how her team was trained to never make eye contact. Let's just say, Meghan didn't just want protection, she wanted control. And that control came with a price. Welcome to the Meghan Markle mystery unraveled. Steve Davies isn't your average ex-security guy. As the former VP of Risk Management at Focus One Group, he's the man who personally oversaw Meghan's security during her transition from TV actress to royal girlfriend. When NBC Studios called him in during the early buzz of her relationship with Prince Harry, Steve knew he wasn't walking into an ordinary gig. What began with a few paparazzi lurking around Meghan's Toronto home quickly spiraled into an all-out media siege.
Told him, oh gosh, that was so wonderful. And 2 days after they had a meeting, they were off there to look at the stars.
According to Davies, it wasn't just about keeping Meghan safe. It was about navigating a chaotic storm of death threats, stalkers, and a tabloid circus camped outside her door. But what made his job tougher? Meghan's personal list of demands that pushed the envelope of celebrity security protocol. Let's get straight to the juicy part. Sources close to Steve's security circle and even leaked internal memos reveal no eye contact rule. Staff were allegedly instructed never to make direct eye contact with Meghan. Whether it was a bodyguard or a studio assistant, she reportedly expected people to look away unless directly addressed. Code names. All security personnel were required to refer to Meghan using code names on the radio, often changing weekly to avoid leaks. At one point, she was codenamed Swan. Scent-free zones. According to an insider report featured in page 6, Meghan requested scent-free environments wherever she went. Bodyguards were instructed to avoid cologne, and drivers couldn't use car fresheners. Controlled exits only. Meghan reportedly insisted on using only pre-vetted doors, stairwells, or underground passages, even in buildings where it caused major logistical problems. Her team once shut down an entire hotel kitchen corridor in NYC just so she could exit without cameras. Pre-checked menus and cutlery. In a story confirmed by Daily Mail insiders, her security team had to taste test certain dishes and ensure her cutlery was sanitized beyond hotel standards. This was reportedly non-negotiable, even during tight schedules.
Sid might turn around and say, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. It's too much. So we have to work with the clients to make sure it's a nice balance between what they need and their lifestyle.
Steve described the scene as borderline espionage. Paparazzi weren't just taking photos. They were bribing neighbors for vantage points, installing hidden cameras, and attempting to sneak onto sets. During the filming of Suits, entire sets had to be draped with tarps because lenses from nearby buildings were capturing scenes through gaps. In one chilling incident, a photographer tried to break into a neighboring home to snap a shot from a guest bedroom overlooking Meghan's backyard. That neighbor later posted anonymously on Reddit, describing how they were offered over $10,000 by a UK tabloid for access. Social media posts from that time reveal just how rabid the frenzy became. A since-deleted tweet from an alleged crew member read, "Security just pushed me out of the way. Meghan's coming. We were told to clear the hallway, close doors, and not speak. Is this a TV show or Buckingham Palace?" Let's dive deeper into the suspense. Meghan was technically a private citizen while dating Harry, which created a legal grey area. Canadian authorities couldn't officially assign her police protection, and UK security wasn't authorised to step in across borders.
To keep Harry jumping about something like that, she would have things where she didn't like it and tell him that make his life very difficult.
So what happened? According to documents revealed by The Telegraph, NBC Studios quietly funded a portion of Meghan's security. But it gets murkier. Steve claims in an interview with The Morning Show that anonymous death threats were regularly submitted through Meghan's production contacts, including one cryptic letter with no return address stating, "Silence the actress or we will." This wasn't just media harassment. It bordered on criminal intimidation. And here's where it gets even darker. A background check reportedly uncovered that one paparazzo stalking Meghan's home was previously charged with breaking and entering during a Lindsay Lohan case. Was he working solo, or was a media house behind it?
And there was some rumours prior to the announcement, and we had some paparazzi outside the house.
The stakes were higher than anyone knew. This wasn't just Hollywood drama. This was a real-time risk operation wrapped in royal intrigue. The psychological strain became undeniable. Steve noted that Meghan's demeanour changed significantly during this period. Her daily life became a series of evasive manoeuvres, lockdown rehearsals, and covert transport plans. And remember, this was before the royal wedding.
NBC Studios contacted me and asked if I was available to provide the security protection for Meghan because things were just getting out of control.
In her Netflix docuseries, Meghan hinted at the trauma, but Steve's behind-the-scenes insight paints a much grimmer picture. Panic buttons were installed at every property. Evacuation plans were written up in case of a break-in. In one particularly eerie moment, Steve recounts Meghan whispering, "I feel like I'm already in prison, and I haven't even said I do yet." While Meghan's fanbase defended her actions, others on social media saw the demands as signs of diva behaviour. A now viral X, formerly Twitter thread, compiled anonymous testimonies from crew members and neighbours, claiming to have witnessed her behaviour firsthand.
It's so fascinating that she had her sights set on Harry.
I think she studied him. Now, if you do study him carefully, you can see he's very vulnerable.
One post read, "Worked near the set of Suits. Her car windows were always blacked out. One day she flipped because someone walked too close to the trunk. Security came out like it was a bomb threat." But others offered a counter-narrative. People don't realise what it's like to be hunted. Meghan did what she had to do to survive. Don't call it diva, call it survival. Unlike Kate Middleton, who grew up in the British media fishbowl, Meghan's sudden plunge into the royal spotlight from the North American entertainment industry created a cultural whiplash. She was used to some fame, but not this level of surveillance. Steve pointed out a fundamental difference. Kate was groomed for the royal life. Meghan was ambushed by it. Still, the demands Meghan made weren't typical. Even within royal circles, certain behaviours raised eyebrows. Royal aides reportedly questioned why Meghan needed so many protocol changes for events. And insiders told The Times that her private drivers were asked to use specific radio frequencies and drive no slower than 70 miles per hour on highways, even in rain. So, what do we make of this? Was Meghan a paranoid outsider trying to stay afloat in a sea of threats and flashing cameras? Or was she a control-obsessed diva crafting her own royal reality show? Steve Davies may have painted a picture of Meghan that's both sympathetic and intense. The crime, the chaos, the calculated choices, they all reveal someone operating under extreme pressure. But the shocking demands, they make you question where caution ends and control begins. So, what do you think? Was Meghan justified in her demands, or did she cross the line into diva territory? Could anyone else have survived the onslaught she faced without setting their own rules? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more juicy royal secrets, celebrity scandals, and behind-the-scenes bombshells, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got more royal tea brewing, and trust us, you don't want to miss what's coming next.